We don't own any of the money center banks, and we're not buying them. Although I have to say that the financials as a group were very oversold. And you could make a strong case that if a group is going to start to outperform, it could have been energy, it could have been financials, a couple of the worst performing groups for last year. And we're seeing a rally off the bottom, 11%. It makes sense for these stocks to go up. It makes sense that they start to show some numbers that are better. But we're not buyers. We own banks like First Republic or Silicon Valley, smaller regional banks with organic growth and loans and deposits. We don't own these big banks, but I see why they're higher.
Well, we own J.P. Morgan. I think it's really, she hit the nail on the head, talking about the emotion or even the anxiety we saw, Sully. Look at the month of December. It was oversold, absolutely thrown out to the street. And why? It was primarily due to the fact the shape of the curve. And the shape of the curve, I think we're okay. The short end of the curve is moving higher. We have not seen this 2-year, 10-year inversion, which everyone's so scared about. But I look to a name like IYF. That's a broader swath ETF, get exposed to these financials. I think they go higher as they continue to earn money in this challenging interest rate environment.
Okay, fair enough. But let's go back to why we're here. I hear you on JPM. We'll get to that. We got Morgan Stanley. I think it's tomorrow. Goldman Sachs or Bank of America. Two doubters. Jeff, avoid it. Anybody buying into Goldman Sachs or Bank of America right now?
Well, look, Goldman Sachs is still trading below book value. There's a reason for it. There's this 1MDB scandal, and it's unclear how big the fines and various penalties will be that come out of that. However, I happen to believe,
by the way, to the Malaysian people today.
Okay.
Very nice.
I mean, I don't think that's going to change the level of fines or penalties or paybacks or anything like that. But the point that I'd really drive at is too much of that is discounted in the name. Brian, I want to be a little bit more helpful to our viewers than just echoing what my colleagues have said here that, hey, the banks were oversold, and yes, the challenges are still there going forward. I think what the banks are telling you, what the financial sector is telling you, is that at least in the beginning of this year, the things that were the most oversold are the most likely to perform. You've already seen that in financials. You've already seen it in energy. Now, there was a troika last year of what really got slaughtered, right? And the third part of that was industrials. And they have not moved yet. They haven't had a lot of earnings yet. You're going to start to get that. You know, tonight you'll get some indication from CSX.
It's the bank week.
Yeah, but you know what? Where are you going to go now to make money? Citigroup's up 12%. Goldman's up 8% today.
You can still make money in Goldman.
Wait. But where is it easier to make money? Take a look at the Cats. Take a look at the Honeywells. Take a look at the smaller industrials like a Greenbrier, ticker GBX. These things have been beaten. Very good. Very good. I'm glad you knew that because that's a small cap stock. I don't expect you to. Yeah, still, I'm impressed. That's where you should look for the rest of this month to start making money.